Welcome back, Gorilla Man's Garage. We're outside today in a beautiful little park in Chesley. We're going to do a little waypoint mission, and this is waypoints and whypoints. Okay, while we do this simple waypoint mission and a little tutorial about that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the DJI Mini 5 Pro and what I found out so far that nobody's really talking about. They're little things that you might want to know. They're of interest, doesn't really mean much, but anyway, we're going to get into it. Okay, we have the RC2 here, and we have the Mini 5 Pro ready to go. Okay, let's get it on the pad, let's get it up, and I'll show you what we're talking about. Okay, welcome back. We're here ready to go. We've got the DJI Mini 5 Pro on the hood of the car, ready to go, on the pizza box, ready to fly. Okay, we're just waiting to get the appropriate satellites, which we've got already, and we're ready to go. It's beautiful outside. I'm going to get it up, but we're going to look at a waypoint mission, and during the waypoint mission I'm going to have a waypoint review of the DJI Mini 5 Pro. Why is it this way? Why is it that way? Why did they do this? Why didn't they do this? Why do we have to do this? Why did everybody think about this, etc, etc, etc. Okay, let's get it up, let's get it hovering, away we go. Now I like doing this. We just hit this one button on the screen here, and every time I tap the screen you can see a white dot. Okay, that makes you know what I'm touching. Okay, here we go. Up we go. Now, I don't have to push it because I take my hand off to push this. I can just push the C1 button. Watch. And away it goes. Up it goes. Okay. So, we're going to get it up, put it up over there. Okay. So, we're going to go this way, and we've got 4K at 60. That's good enough. Okay. We're going to go that way. We're going to go up. We're just going to go up, and we're going to go up to about 45 meters or so. Turn around and have a look at us. Okay, 25, 35, 40. There we go. We're up above everything at 40. There we go. Okay, turn around. And we're down here somewhere. Where are we here? There we are. We're down there. Okay, so if I want to do waypoint missions, there's a squiggly line there on the left above the tracking feature and above the takeoff and landing feature. So you'd hit the squiggly line if you want to go into waypoint missions. But first, I would go into the map. Okay, go into the map, and we'll go and look at it this way. There we go. I did save this map for offline maps prior, so I do have this view. Okay, so we look at this like this. That's where we are. What we're going to do is we're going to do a waypoint mission just around this little bend of a river here, and I've already made it. Okay, but I want to show you this. If you wanted to make something, you'd hit that. Okay, and this comes up. Now I'm going to move this. That was just the movement of the screen recorder thing that you can start and stop it. That's all that was. Okay, now you're pictured with this. You have the screen to put your waypoints on and your map. You can have waypoints or points of interest. If you put the waypoints, you can fly around and click the C1 button, add your waypoints, and it will transpose that and the movements, whichever way you turn the camera, it will transpose all that to the waypoint. But let's say you had this and you just wanted to, okay, I'm just going to go here, 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 just for fun. Okay, boom. I don't have to be exact, because if I just press and hold that one there, it goes up and I can move it. I can put it anywhere I want. Okay, and then I go to this one and I can move him anywhere and do whatever I want with it. Also, okay, you can choose an action to it. So let's go through none, take photo, start recording, stop recording. You can do a 50 meters high, 60, 70, 80, 20, 30, whatever, and you can apply it to all if you want. You can set the speed to whatever speed, the global speed, or you can do a custom speed. Okay, and set it to 2.5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and to all. You can have it follow the course or custom. Okay, you can have the headings setting. So if you look at that one, okay, now watch the arrow. Boom. Okay, the arrow moves. It's a wonderful thing. You can actually have it rotate to a degree. And that's really good that way. Okay, so then if you want a POI, you can just plunk a POI there. POI. There we go. Okay. And you can have, if you hit the POI, you can change the look the camera at 50 meters above the ground or down to 0, or you can have it look up, whatever you want. Okay. And then the none, you can link it to as many waypoints as you want. It's a really, really good waypoint mission planner. Second to none to the Fimi and the Parrot, Bebop, and Anafi. It's really, really good. It was in the DJI Mini 4 Pro, but I didn't have that. And as of the beginning of this year, Hollystone HS900 either took a page from DJI or the other way around, because their waypoint mission is almost exactly the same. The difference being, when I go over to the waypoint mission, the global area here, see, return to home at the end, I can change that. Return to home, I can say continue if I want, okay, and waypoint number 1. So I can continue this even if it loses connection, which is amazing. I love it. Still up there? Okay, let's get out of this, and then when you hit this again, it says, do you want to save it? You can save without saving, you can exit without saving, you can save it to something else, whatever. We're just going to exit without saving. Okay, there we go. Now then, let's look at this a little bit closer. And you see that line there? That's from a municipal airport. So we're going to see what happens if we cross that line. Okay, we're pretty close to it, as you can see. Okay, but let's look at this. We go into the waypoint mission. Okay, I'm going to go to the menu over here on the left. Boom. Okay, see there, Chesley Park. Let's hit that one. I just made that one. That's what it is. And notice I've got two points of interest, and I've got half of them looking at one point of interest and half of them looking at the other. I've got the global speed set at, what's it set at? 6 meters per second. I've got the points of interest looking at 0, which should be the ground. Okay, and if I go to number 2, looking at the ground, there we go. And we're ready to go. So let's go next. Okay, and I've got it so that it starts on the first one and stops the video recording on the next one. Let's just go, see what happens. There we go. Okay, I'm watching it, and it's going to head over to number 1. Let's make this bigger here. Okay, there we go, number 1. It should start the video just pretty darn soon. Bingo, started the video. Okay, there we go. Let's bring this down here a little bit. There we go, so we can see where it's going. So while I'm doing that, and I'm just watching it go, okay, I can talk about some things. Okay, some things, the Whypoints. Why did DJI come out with this contraption? Okay, it's like some fancy condom or something. It's the most struggle to put it on, because you've got to put the propellers in a certain position. They have that push me, pull you, Dr. Doolittle thing going on. Okay, where you got to pull them out and push them in and bend them and make sure they're in the right spot. And then you've got the articulating front arm thing, which I think is ridiculous, and it's the weakest point of the whole craft. And I noticed that the plastic is not as strong as it was on the DJI Mini 4 Pro. Okay, so all that kind of thing. It's just a weird thing, and I do not like the props. I do not like the cover. Okay, next. You really, on the DJI Mini 5 Pro, only have 2 options for video. Basically, 1080p or 4K. That's it. No 2.7. And if you're in 1080p, you can use H.264, which is great for people that have Windows 10 and below. Okay. If you're in 4K, you have to have H.265. That is problematic to some, but it does capture a 720p resolution cache file video on the device, which is really good for previewing and proxy viewing, but you may lose a couple of frames in it because of video transmission, so don't rely on it being frame for frame for frame. It could shorten up over the long period, okay? But it is really good. It's a 720p thing. It's really good. And the video transmission is 1080p. Depending where you are and your closeness, it's either 1080p at 30 or 1080p at 60. It was really, really good. It's going around. It's still doing a thing. And at the end, I'll show the whole video in properly, in proper sequence. Put some music to it and all this kind of stuff. So what else do we got about this, the DJI Mini 5 Pro? The most impressive thing, two most impressive things, is this Waypoint Mission Planner. It's absolutely really good, really, really good. The second thing is the optimal return to home with the LiDAR. I'll put a little clip in here. I had it coming at a place the other day, and there's no way. I said, there's no way it's going to make it through. And it made its way through a bunch of trees, different angles, 20, 30 feet in the air, found a hole, came back through, and boom. Problem is, a lot of times it won't land if you took off above ground. It'll just hover. That's tricky. So like on a picnic table or on top of a stone or something, sometimes it'll just sail down really here, good, but it won't go down. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. That's really good. My gosh. Let's talk about some of the elephants that were in the room. Oh, we're going to come right close to that thing. Is it going to bounce off, or is it going to keep on continuing? It's right on that border, just before that one. It's going to keep on going. My thing is, two more around, is it going to go over into that line? Don't know. It's looking at point of interest number 2 now. Okay, so where was I? Oh yes, the elephants in the room for this is RID and weight. Okay, weight, don't worry about it. It's over 250 grams, register it, deal with it. RID in the States, don't worry about it. No matter what battery, you're going to transmit RID. That's just the way it is. Can't get around it, okay? In Canada, there is no necessity for RID, so it doesn't matter. But if it's over 250 grams, you got to register it, period. In Europe, you got the EASA, which an inspector has said that, yeah, it's okay because there's that 3% tolerance, but the 3% tolerance rule doesn't come into effect until January of 2026. But they've already given it the CO label, but the irony is, they give you a C1 label as well. There you go. So I'd say you stick the CO label on if you're in Europe and you just have a good old time. There you go. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Boom. What's going to happen? Do I get a warning? Is something going to happen to it? Is it just going to keep on going? Oh, SD card is full. Okay. Let's get this thing going. Well, that's what you got to do. If the SD card is full, you got to start it again. Okay, on the internal. So if your SD card is full, it doesn't automatically switch over. You have to start it again. So there'll be a little blank spot in the video there. Okay, there we go. Keeps on going even though it's in that little zone. So I guess I have had it where I'm in close to a zone that comes up and says fly responsibly, because you know you're in this kind of a zone area, so you do. So it's not that you're not allowed to fly, but before, DJI used to say it's an authorization zone and you used to have to get a code to put in. Now they've done away with half of that, and it's up to you to say, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. So we're coming back here. Okay, and at the end I had it returned to home. We're going to see how close it comes to this pizza box that's on the car. Okay, so I've covered a lot of things there. Yeah, so the RID, and I do have a large battery coming, the Plus battery today, so we're going to see if that trips an RID in Canada. It says it's not supposed to. We shall see. It didn't trip the RID with a standard battery, where in the States it does, so I'm assuming it's not going to trip with a heavier battery as well. Just remember, it's over 250 grams, no matter which way you slice it. However, if I'm not really concerned about it, because in the big picture of things, if you have to worry about that, you better get a good lawyer, because your butt's on the line for a lot more than flying an overweight drone or not registering it. So anyway, yeah, so fly at your own risk. You're responsible. It's artificial intelligence. It's going to do what it does, and if you can't verbally, what's the word I'm looking for? If you can't articulate your point of view on why you did what you did, then you're going to get into more trouble. So just be responsible. Don't fly like an idiot. Oh, there, it's finished and it's coming home. Where are we going? Where's this thing here? Oh, there's the green tunnel. Here it comes, and it's coming down. There's that green tunnel. And remember, the green tunnel will follow the way that it started. Okay? So even if this had been over there when I started, it would come back that way. Oh, here it is. And it's not going to do anything. No, it's not. And there's a lot of imprint. Look at this. Okay. In fact, push this down. Won't work. If I point down here, boom, it's off by a foot anyway. So that's a pretty big design thing there. Anyway, let's get it down, and we're going to bring it up. We go. I'm going to bring it this way and forward. Okay, and we come underneath, up it goes, down with a stick, and down it comes. Come on down, there we go.
SD card full, automatically switched to internal storage.
Well, thank you very much. But it doesn't automatically switch over and continue video recording, okay? Let me shut this down, let's come back for a conclusion, okay? So there you have it, the DJI Mini 5 Pro and the RC2. Phenomenal drone, it really is. Is it that much better than the DJI Mini 3? Except for the obstacle avoidance. As I was saying to DJI support this morning when I was talking about something else, I said, I have the Mini 3 and I have this, okay? The masterful plus for this is waypoints and that LiDAR optimal return to home. Absolutely love, 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 love. But as far as optics go, and imagery for a recreational hobbyist, the DJI Mini 3 standard with the RC1, not the 2, okay, is excellent. Excellent. Is there a massive reason to upgrade? The 1-inch sensor, which some have said it's not actually a true 1-inch sensor, but Sony says, or pardon me, DJI says it is, even though they won't give out the actual IMX or XM number, whatever it is. But it's labeled as a 1-inch. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. It's labeled as a 1-inch. Yeah, right on there. It says, right on front, it says 1-inch. Don't know. Is it better than the Mini 3? Or which is the same camera as the Mini 4 Pro? I'd say it's marginally better. Marginally. Minute. In nice sunny days and stuff, I don't think you could tell the difference. I really don't, okay? But there you go. Okay, so that's about it. It's a nice drone. I do not like the gimbal cover. I do not like the way the props are, and I think if Master Screw comes out with some better all-in-one props, it would be better. And I'm going to do some creative architecture to a battery, and I bet you I can get this thing down to 240 grams. We'll see what happens with it, okay? DJI Mini 5 Pro, great little machine, comes back within a couple of inches of where you want it to, and I've seen some that actually comes back right on the dot, right on the very, within centimeters of where it took off. I've seen all that, but I don't know how many times it took them to get that. I've had it, the worst I've had it be is after a big long waypoint mission, it's been off by about 1.5 meters. That's about the worst it's been. And it's all been this optical or Optimum RTH. I haven't done a regular RTH yet. So I really like the Optimum one because I don't have to worry about canopies or anything else. It just kind of comes in and on this one I could have had a regular one and it would just come straight back. But anyway, there you go. Anyway, till next time, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the bell, make a donation, buy me a coffee. We gotta buy some more stuff, okay? I've got a couple of cameras I bought, gotta go through them, and we're having a look at Potensic again because there's something's coming up with them because I think somebody got in trouble with an NDA on that one with one of their new products, and we're gonna see what happens with them in the future, okay? I might have to buy another one. We'll see. Take care. Bye now. Just a reminder, stick around. We've got the flight of the Mini 5 Pro on that waypoint mission coming up right now, okay? Put a little music to it. Enjoy it. We'll see you next time.